Welcome back for this part 3 in the series Search for and Use of Groundwater. In part 1, we assessed where we could find groundwater based on different sources. The second part, we looked at the drilling once we decided on where there was a possibility to find some groundwater. And now, part 3, we're going to look at pressurizing the borehole we did in part 2. In the picture to the left, I have made a schematic of the borehole we did. The 9 meters of protection piping and the rest of the borehole between 19 to 17 meters. Now, I mentioned in part 2 video that we did not see any water or wetness. In order to make it easier for the water to reach the well, there is a method called pressurizing. Basically, what you do is you apply a very high water pressure in order to crack a little bit of the rock in order to make it easier for the water to come to the borehole or the well you've made. Here on the picture to the right, you see a schematic of the borehole, of course, and on top you have a hose connected to a pipe. Through this, you apply the water pressure of approximately 120 bars. Now, it's important and very important to stress that the water you pressurize the well is, of course, drinking water quality, because now we're working in a drinking water quality environment. From this borehole in the future, hopefully, we will get drinking water for our household. So, if you follow the pipe down, you come to a rubber seal or a manchet. And this is like a seal between the protection piping and the rest of the borehole and the ground. And this is in order to basically get all the pressure down to the rock and not in the protection piping. On the picture to the left, you see the protection piping sticking up, but also the rubber seal that we're now going to put down to seal off the rock from the protection piping in order to apply the pressure. On the right hand picture, you see the rubber seal has gone down in the borehole, and also the piping now being attached in order to apply the pressurized water. On the top left of the picture, you see the truck that has the vessel for applying the pressure and injecting the water down to the borehole. And also you see we have now mounted the setup to apply the water with high pressure down the borehole. And bottom right of the picture, you see a small black hose. This is the hose that will inflate the rubber seal so it seals tight to the protection pipe. Last but not least on this picture, in the truck is water of drinking water quality, and it's important to stress again that this is drinking water environment. Well, not quite, but in order to be very sure and safe, you do everything even now in this early stage to protect from contamination. Here, the final checks before starting the pressurizing. And on the picture to the right, you can see the small hydraulic pump that is used to seal the rubber manchet against the protection piping before starting pressurizing the borehole. Now the water pressure is being applied, and during the pressurizing you check so there is no water coming up the borehole, and you do this by adding more pressure if need be to the rubber manchet, as you see here in the right hand corner picture. And now the water has been forced down the borehole, and we have stopped the pressurizing, and now the pressure water is released in the ground, and you see the water also flowing over from the borehole. The pressurizing is done, so we're hoisting up the rubber seal from the borehole. And just the last remark on this part 3, you see there is a very high turbidity in the water coming up from the well. And this is of course the water used for pressurizing, but it has also, how should I say, flushed out a lot of the drilling mud or the very fine particles that we generated during the drilling of the borehole. And the next time we meet, hopefully, will be for part 4, when I will go through the capacity test of the borehole we done, and to find out if it's suitable for supply of drinking water. With that, I say a very good farewell, take good care, and bye-bye.